Hi, it's Dr. Ariel Schwartz here. I want to do a brief reading today from the Post-Traumatic Growth Guidebook on the topic of transformation and embracing change. There's certainly a tremendous amount of transformational energy that's around us and within us. Perhaps you feel this personally in your life, and I can imagine that all of us, to some degree or another, are feeling the intense energy that is present on the planet right now between the pandemic and in the United States, an upcoming pivotal election. So sometimes this intense transformational energy can be really unsettling. And I'm hoping to offer here a perspective on transformation that might actually help us embrace the potency of this and trust it a little bit. So here on the transformational path. The transformational process asks us to embrace change, to live in limbo, and stand in the transitional space between the person you have been in the past and the person you are becoming. Transformation might initially feel as if you are falling apart, like you're experiencing a breakdown and not a breakthrough. This process can feel unsettling, indeterminate, and undefined. It is common to feel afraid if you sense that change is coming. You simply cannot see what lies around the next bend. However, transitional spaces are also full of potential. While you may feel as though life is pulling you backward, imagine that, like the arrow held in the bow, life is actually preparing you to fly forward. What if that scary feeling is actually getting you ready for an updated version of yourself and your life? It is common to experience a combination of trepidation and excitement during a transformational process. Like the caterpillar changing into a butterfly, you too must let go of old forms and enter into the unknown in order to emerge anew. While inside the chrysalis, you can learn to recognize that you are living in a transitional space between the past and the person you are becoming. Living within an undefined and indeterminate reality can feel unsettling, but over time you can become more comfortable with letting go and surrendering to the inevitable changes that accompany life. The transformational path might take time, but recovery is possible. Just like planting a garden, you must start by preparing the earth so the soil can support the seeds that are growing. With proper light, water, and nutrients, the seeds can grow and thrive. Similarly, you can prepare yourself to undertake this transformational journey by reflecting on your current relationships and the kinds of support that you have in your life, the degree to which you feel understood. Sometimes you might need to make changes in your environment, such as surrounding yourself with people who support you in becoming the best version of yourself. Or you may need to change how you treat yourself, your own body perhaps, by embracing new ways of eating, exercising, or sleeping. In doing so, we all can learn to take an active role in our own transformational process by building our capacity to tolerate small amounts of discomfort and change. Sometimes in this world, we're being asked to tolerate very large amounts of discomfort and change, right? And yet, when we have sufficient support, when we have people that we can turn towards, we recognize that we don't have to do that. We don't have to bear that alone. So over time, you can learn that difficult experiences do not necessitate reactivity or defensiveness. We can learn to become the witness of our reactions and ultimately cultivate a connection to our own inner source of wisdom. These changes are worth it, and you are worth it. And that's my biggest hope. Knowing that so much of who I support in the world are individuals who have experienced personal trauma and ongoing repeated trauma, sometimes which has been reinforced by systemic experiences of discrimination and racism. So when that history is inside of you or in your family legacy, these kinds of experiences that are happening around us in political and social scenarios can be extra unsettling. It's like the personal trauma meets the collective trauma. And my biggest hope is that you have access to the kinds of support that you need to help you connect back to your breath, to feel resourced in your body, to feel emotionally capable and able to connect socially in meaningful ways to others.